And he has a new face. Now he turns into Quelak, the Spider Queen in Dark Souls 1. What's up, friends? This is Manni, and let's have a look at the worst boss of Lords of the Fallen. And then one of the better ones later, okay? So there's gonna be two bosses in this video. The first one here is the Hollow Crow, and a very, very annoying, time-consuming, and not very well designed boss fight in my opinion. Although it is interesting that you're not specifically and directly fighting the crow itself, it is a little odd that you have to fight these giggling ghost chicks instead, and by doing so you actually kill the crow. That's, yeah, a little weird, but I guess there is a reason and an explanation for it. The problem though is how the fight is designed, how it's made, because you have to defeat her several times in order to kill the crow. Now, that ghost lady witch is gonna despawn after getting killed, or, well, she's gone, and then she respawns after some time, and there's like a little gauntlet of magic ranged attacks you're gonna have to dodge in between, and it just takes forever. So, let's begin this fight, have a look at it. Gonna be a bit of a longer video, just showing two bosses, but the second one is an actually really interesting and powerful boss that defeating him isn't really all that easy. The second one is one of those bosses I could have also imagined seeing, for example, in Elden Ring or in Dark Souls, and so on, right? So that, in my opinion, pretty well designed boss. First one, not so much. So you see that right now there's some AoE going on where the crow is spreading these ice projectiles, and then I see, aha, there's the ghost, and I can't attack her right now because yeah, I need to do something else first. I have to draw her, but this is the first time I saw the boss. It was a one-shotting the boss, and I quickly understood that I probably have to do this. Probably have to draw her out of the realm. Interesting also that although I was hitting her, I was not restoring my Wither HP when I was hitting her right there. That was odd. Now, then here I was, okay, there's an area effect, but it's reversed. That is actually kind of cool. That he's making it like an area Froststorm effect, but it's reversed. If you go out of it, you take damage. If you stay in the center, you're fine. And he's casting this on you, so you're fine the moment the spell begins. There's no threat to you, unless you don't understand and you get out of it because you think, oh, I have to move. So every time you defeat the witch, this happens. A very satisfying crystal splattering and shattering effect and sound that gets rid of all the enemies, right? And this boss also spawns a variety of different enemies that will be attacking you while you try and destroy the witch. And all those enemies will immediately disappear if you take her down. And in between is this just dodging ranged stuff for some reason. The witch isn't here. I can't fight her yet. I have to wait for her to respawn. And meanwhile, I'm getting hunted down by these annoying crystal attacks on the ground, plus the boss who is periodically doing things. And now, boop, the witch's response. So now we can fight her again. Somehow my first umbral, my soul flay didn't work. The first one. The second one worked, and now I can drop her. In this case, though, didn't work, because I got hit by a bunch of different things at the same time, and now I'm in the land of the dead. And now I can do things a little easier, basically, because from here, Froststorm is going on again. From here, I don't have to soul flay the witch. I can just attack her right on, right? Because now I'm in her old realm. All these attacks are pretty annoying. Also things firing ranged stuff at you, but you saw we got her down. Or so I thought. She's not down. She was almost down, but almost wasn't good enough, and apparently now I have to wait until she respawns. Meanwhile, these ranged units are shooting all things at you. Let's fill up our health, get rid of all these little weaklings. Oh man, there's a lot of them. When there's this many, it actually gets a little bit annoying. But nothing a well-placed horizontal swipe of the Pieta's sword can't handle. So pop, there we go, we killed the witch, and now again the satisfying crystal shatter sound that drops all enemies in the area, and now the annoying dancing part with ranged attacks begins once more. You see the hollow crows now to 33%, so it seems you have to do that 3 times. And yeah, so let's wait for that witch to respawn somewhere. Also, the attacks change a little bit, slightly different missile attacks coming in. Of course, you can't leave the boss room, and some of those crystals explode at the end of their lifespan somehow. Also, something I hadn't seen before. So he shoots those in, and we just dodge right through. And look how long it takes. I mean, come on. How long am I gonna do this now? Are you gonna give me that witch again, or is this it? I'm gonna do this for the next 24 hours. Come on. See, this is something that I'm not saying that the whole boss is designed badly, but these unnecessary long respawn timers for the witch, they make it quite annoying. And then she comes back, she disappears again, you only had like 2 seconds to attack her, and I don't think she always spawns in the center either, so you don't really know exactly where she's going to appear, I think. So I'm going to cast some spells here, getting myself my radiant weapon back onto a weapon that is already a radiant weapon. Isn't that odd? You can't do that in any of the Souls games, to cast lightning effects onto a weapon that already has holy damage or lightning damage or fire damage. Anyways, that is it. I killed the witch 3 times. So basically I was really fighting for like 20 seconds. And the rest was just walking around, dodging, and wasting time. So yeah, and the boss is actually killed. Here I expected the boss to enter his second phase and do something crazy. I was like, no, actually you just walk over here. You're slowed, and then you walk over here, ram the sword into the crow. That's it. Boss fight over. I didn't expect that this was the end, because I didn't see any boss fight. But it was Heresy Purged, boss fight 1. Very curious. Now let's see the Umbral Remembrance, I think it's called. Yeah, that you get after purging a boss like this. You see this thing here. So we're going to soul flay that and see the Remembrance, and then we're jumping into the second boss that is well designed and actually difficult too. And full disclosure, I am going to beat her with a summon. Not a player, but an NPC summon. And so yeah, let's go and do that, because I think this boss would have been way more challenging even if I didn't have that summon to take some of the aggro away. But it would be a very long video if I showed you all the attempts before and all the fails. So let's jump right in where I did it with a summon. I actually summoned Pieta here because she has the similar weapons that I use, and also she is casting healings from time to time, healing you up, and that's pretty awesome. And she has a lot of health, so she can tank quite a bit. So that leaves me time to attack the boss from behind. She also does a ranged laser strike. But this attack here is quite dangerous, way more dangerous than the one that you can have as a player, by the way. I have the same spell as a player. I don't quite know the name by heart right now, but I tried it, and it was mediocre at best. When I was really using that in battle, it didn't really do all that well. However, Oria's Judgment, this spell is freaking overpowered as heck, okay? If you haven't yet seen my video with the most broken spell in Lords of the Fallen, top right corner also video description, check it out, because there you'll find it. And see, this was the first phase. And again, if you do this fight alone, you know, which I guess I didn't show you the fails before. If you do this alone, well, you are going to have a bit of a problem, because the guy is actually not that weak. He has got pretty good moves with, lots of area effect that they cover. And yeah, but we're only halfway through the boss now, because the real difficulty is that he comes back. Yes, he does that. He comes back as Reinhold the Immured. So now he gets evil, and he completely transforms into an ugly, hideous monster. Okay? By ramming this spear into his head. Also, one of those characters that looks like a Chaos Hexer for me. Seriously, man. Did you... game developers, I'm sure they know the Warhammer universe. And maybe they took some inspiration. Also, these signs here, it looks like Chaos. Stuff from the Chaos in the Warhammer universe. And also some of the characters remind me heavily about it. Okay, so Pieta is still here. However, she's gonna die over the course of this battle. She just took 566 damage, and it almost changed nothing on her health bar. That's how much health she has. Look, she's like almost taking nothing there. But she seems to be pretty good at acquiring the aggro. I don't know why she is this good at holding the aggro, because I'm striking the enemy way more than she is. And normally what you would have in these Souls games is that if you make 2 consecutive hits against the enemy, you have the aggro. And if an NPC does that, then he will have the aggro. But I'm clearly hitting the boss more than she is in many situations here. But she always, or not always, but often keeps the aggression from the enemy. Pretty interesting. Making the fight even easier here than it needs to be with a summon. But again, the boss is not a pushover, and he's actually one of the better fights, if you ask me, really. And he has a new face. Now he turns into Quelaag, the Spider Queen in Dark Souls 1, where every time he attacks, he's basically casting lava to the ground. And you see, I will die in a moment from it, because I will not react quick enough and stand in that for just a second, making an attack. Look at my health, bop, 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 and that's it, already dead. He can even slam on the same ground twice, stacking more lava on top of each other, and it will kill you even faster. So that can be quite a tricky thing. And now Pieta is gonna die here. She's almost dead. That's it. She's gone. And now it's a one-on-one versus with the boss and me. And I only have one more healing left after this, but I guess that he is down far enough. And the smite effect just hammered him when you hit a few times with the holy. Also getting him nice staggered can finish him off with this critical hit, and then it's just a matter of getting 2 more hits in, or 3, before that's it. This was a really impressive boss, and this one felt really Souls-like to me. So yeah, what do you think, ladies and gents? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, generally about the video you saw, I'm almost dead, man. I took a big risk striking him down from within the lava, and I'm actually still taking damage for some reason. I don't know why, but I was taking damage more and more. Thankfully, it stopped at like 1 or 2 HP that I have. Wow. I don't know how this happened and why, but at least we're still alive. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you had a good time. And if you haven't yet seen the video with Oria's Judgment, the big, most powerful open broken spell, check it out. See you in a bit. Manni off. Bye.